Well, good morning. I'm Jaginder Rana. Topic for our discussion today is protection and indemnity insurance. Protection and indemnity insurance. All vessels entering or transiting Indian waters must possess a current protection and indemnity insurance certificate under Merchant Shipping Notice number 05 of 2025, published by the Directorate General of Shipping on May 7, 2025. The notification covers instances in which protection and indemnity insurers rejected pollution claims because the certificates were deemed invalid, frequently as a result of premiums non-payment. So according to the notification, protection and indemnity insurance must cover property damage, collision, wreck removal, contamination from oil and other hazardous materials, and cargo loss and damage. Authorities at Sikka Port demand that P&I certificates specifically address collision clauses, oil contamination, and wreck cleanup. But to ensure compliance with the national and international regulations, vessel owners, operators, masters, or their representatives must review P&I coverage, confirm the validity of P&I insurance certificate, blue cards, and certificate of insurance or other financial security, and submit these documents through the maritime single window portal prior to arrival. Original certificate or electronic certificates that may be verified online are required. The authenticity of P&I certificates must be confirmed by port authorities at both major and non-major ports and maritime ports via the official website of the issuing insurer. The international group of P&I clubs verification system or the website of the relevant non-IG insurer that is listed on the DGS website. The duration of the vessel's port stay must be covered by the certificate. Verification through local P&I insurance correspondents is allowed in the event of technical difficulties. And insurers' websites must be updated with the correspondent lists. If a certificate is void because of deferred or unpaid premiums, P&I insurers are required to provide this information on their websites. Insurers cannot deny culpability if this is not done, and the certificate's legitimacy is assumed. So additionally, the website needs to verify coverage for a minimum of 3 months following the vessel's arrival or the yearly renewal date, which is usually February 20. The port authorities will only use these platforms for verification when non-IG insurers have had 6 months to alter their websites following the notices issued. After then, email verification will no longer be used. The Directorate General of Shipping must be notified. Write once of any anomalies or doubts about the legitimacy or authenticity of PI insurance certificates, blue cards, or CIOFS. Ships with unresolved problems will either not be allowed to enter Indian waters, or if they are already there, would be told to leave. The Government of India's Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways oversees the Directorate General of Shipping. It was created to carry out shipping laws and policies, and it is in charge of maritime safety, marine pollution control, maritime education, sailors, welfare and coastal shipping development. The DGS certifies merchant navy officers, performs inspections and control vessels compliance. So for P&I verification, it also keeps track of list of authorized insurers and correspondents. About 90% of the world's ocean-going tonnage is covered by liability insurance through the 12 mutual insurers club that makes up the International Group of Protection and Indemnity Clubs, a non-profit organization. So shipowners and characters own and run each club, which provides coverage for third-party liabilities such crashes, pollution, personal injury, cargo damage and wreck removal. The association arranges collective reinsurance and runs a claims sharing pooling arrangement for liabilities over $10 million. Additionally, it serves as a forum for industry collaboration and engages with maritime regulators globally. So, the Directorate General of Shipping, India's maritime regulator, has tightened the verification process for ensuring the authenticity and validity of the protection and indemnity insurance certificate, including confirmation of premium payment for all ships calling Indian ports. The move follows a few incidents wherein the P&I insurance declined to compensate pollution claims due to vessels possessing invalid P&I insurance certificates, which have been declared invalid by the underwriter for non-payment of premiums. So this scenario necessitates a rigorous verification process to ensure the validity and authenticity of P&I certificates. The merchant shipping regulation of entry of ships into ports and anchorages and offshore facilities, Rule 2012, which took effect from April 2012, makes it mandatory for all ships of 300 gross tonnage or more entering into or sailing out of Indian ports and or transiting Indian waters to hold a valid P&I insurance issued either by the International Group of Protection and Indemnity Clubs or by insurance companies authorized by the central government. So in shipping, the third party liabilities arising from operating ships such as oil pollution, wreck removal, damage to port properties, loss of life and personal injuries to crew, passengers and others on board, cargo loss and damages are commonly referred to as protection and indemnity insurance. So India's maritime regulator has strongly advised shipowners and operators to meticulously review their P&I coverage to ensure it adequately meets their specific operational needs and complies with all relevant domestic and international regulations. So further, ship owners and operators have to ensure validity of the P&I insurance certificates, including blue card and the certificate of insurance or other financial securities in original, certified or electronic form in accordance with the statutory requirements, which shall be verifiable online according to the DG shipping notice. So these documents shall be submitted to the respective port authorities directly or using the maritime single window portal prior to the vessel's expected arrival in Indian ports. So besides the port authorities of all major, other than major ports and or maritime boards, have been asked to verify the authenticity of the P&I insurance cover for foreign flagged vessels calling at Indian ports directly through the official website of the P&I insurers. This verification should be done through the IG Club's online verification system or via the official website of the respective non-IG insurers listed on the DG shipping website. For the port authorities have to ensure that the certificate's validity covers the entire duration of the vessel's intended port stay. Now the insurer's website is experiencing technical errors and or further verification may be required. The port authorities can do it through the local correspondents or agents of the P&I insurers. All P&I insurers are required to keep their local correspondents list updated on their official website. In case where a vessel's premium payments are deferred or not remitted, the P&I insurer's website must clearly state that the certificate is invalid or that the premiums remains unpaid. If the insurer does not correctly indicate the premium status, the P&I certificate shall be presumed valid and the insurer cannot repudiate liability arising therefrom. So the P&I insurance validity status displayed on the website shall clearly indicate that the coverage is effective for a minimum period of 3 months from the date of the vessel's entry into an Indian port or from the annual insurance renewal date, which is ordinarily 20th February of each calendar year, whichever is applicable. So in instances where this condition is not met, the P&I insurance website must provide a specific remark detailing the status of the coverage and other relevant information. The notice said. So the non-IG club insurers have been given 6 months from May 7 to update their website with the requisite data. Thereafter, port authorities shall rely only on these platforms for real-time and accurate verification of P&I certificates, while email-based verification shall remain available as a provisional measure until the insurer's official websites are operational. That will be discontinued after the specified timeline. Once the websites are operational, the links should be made available on the DGS website. So any irregularities or suspicions concerning the authenticity or validity of the P&I insurance certificates, blue card or CIOFS shall be reported to the Director General of Shipping without delay, and the concerned vessel shall not be permitted entry into the Indian ports until such issue is resolved. If the vessel is already within Indian waters, it shall be directed to depart from the Indian waters without delay. So this is the development recently has taken place when the Director General of Shipping, India's Maritime Regulator, has issued the notice and have tightened the verification process of P&I cover of ships calling ports. Thank you. Thank you very much.